Hey guys, welcome back to Detective D, the Silk Rose Murders. In the last episode, we tracked down Han Si-dong. Sorry, I'm so bad with names. And well, he is, and he died right at the tombstone of his beloved, which is Sun Ying. And well, who would have thought things would have happened like that? But if you haven't watched that, just go down in the description below. You will find the playlist for all of these episodes. Well, we are nearing the finale, I feel like. And without further ado, let's just get going and see what we can uncover here. He's dead. Commander Yao's sword landed a fatal strike. He was never going to make it. But he's holding something. Alright, let's have a look. Sun Ying's real name, Gang Xiao Xiao. Xiao Xia, I guess, is engraved on it. Han Si-dong must have known he may not survive an encounter with the Empress. His final steps were always going to lead him back here. Back to her side. Okay, he's holding that metal key though. There's something in his hand. Cylindrical key added to inventory. And this key... Oops. Will open us the tomb, right? I think it's a key, a very uniquely shaped key. Alright. Okay, a very sad end to the murderer, but he's a murderer still, although he might be actually right. Can we talk to her, by the way? Yes, we can. But it doesn't really matter. Also, just... I know this will carry on for a bit, but we will have a look at the card once more. And the banner looks like it's been here for a while. Okay, so this is nothing but a bump on the road. Alright, so the idea is that we'll take a look here. First plane and now hollowed earth. It reads later forged by fire and sealed by water. Okay, so earth, metal... fire, water. That's how it's supposed to go. And now we have the key. We're gonna put that in the keyhole. And now we can do this. Earth, metal, fire. Nothing happened. That must have been the wrong combination. Earth, wood, fire? So it's just 3. Okay, nothing happened. Earth, water, fire. No, that's wood. Okay. Once more. Earth, water, fire. That's not correct either, so, huh? Plain and not hollowed earth. Or is it just earth, fire, water? It is, okay. Got it, it's opening. Alright, so let's go in. Oh my goodness, what is going on here? There's the Empress. Dear Engineer, you're here! How did you find me? I followed Han Si-dong's trail. So you know about him? Yes, I also know about the Silk Roses and Sun Ying. Then we have much to talk about, but not here, not now. You're right, I will not delay your rescue, if you can make me a promise. A promise? How dare you negotiate with me? I simply want to know the truth. I think I've earned it. If we make it out of here, allow me one more audience with you. But no more secrets, no more lies. Minister Wang and my husband were right. You are quite extraordinary, dear NGA. Very well, you will have your answers. You have my word. Now get me out of here. Okay, but how? There's a slot here. And there are stone warriors. These stone warriors have been stripped clean of their weapons. Can go to the inner chamber here too. There's the coffin. That's her son, the prince. Yizong was Emperor Gaozong and Consort Wu's firstborn son. He was the crown prince and heir to the throne, but he did not live to see his 24th birthday. The mysterious death further ignited rumors of foul play within the royal family. His coffin lacks any markings or decorations, perhaps a sign of the mystery that surrounded his premature death. What is going on here? There's a wooden tablet. He's holding a wooden tablet instead of a weapon. So let's take it. We took it. Let's have a look. Oddly, there's no text on this tablet. But what are these wavy lines carved all around its surface? Good question. Can we turn this around somehow? Apparently we can't. Anything else that we can do here though? Wait a second. This armor is full. So maybe this stone warrior? On second thought, I probably not work. Of their weapons. What about this slot here? The rod is missing. This looks promising. There's an opening where a handle can be inserted. With any luck, this is the lever that controls the gate. So can we use that here? No, I don't think that's a good idea. There's water here too. Water's rapidly rushing in. It won't take long before this tomb is entirely flooded. So can we do this? What if the tablet was soaked in water? Wet wooden tablet added to inventory. Let's have a look now. The characters on these tablets were painted on with some kind of water repellent. The water has darkened the wood and revealed the dry symbols in the process. They are water, fire, and metal. Aha. Water, fire, and metal. But what? Still, I don't see how that helps us, to be honest. Still can't open this, right? Okay. So is it something outside then? Or can we use it now? We can still talk to the Empress. She's trapped behind an iron gate. Have you found a way to open the gate? Not yet. Not yet. What could we actually do though? It reads later forged by fire and sealed by water. This doesn't do anything. Probably won't work. So what are we supposed to do? I really don't know. Am I missing something here? What am I missing? I am missing something, definitely, right? There must be something that I'm missing here. There must be something that I'm missing. Wait a second. Maybe this is the way. This is why we are supposed to use the cart outside. There's a wooden cart, right? Maybe that will deliver some kind of lever for that slot. Aha. Okay. There is a wooden rod. A piece of the cart's wooden frame has broken off. We're gonna take that, of course. And now we do have a lever. Okay, let's go inside. And now we will be able to use the stick for the slot, right? Yes, we can. It fits. Let's see what happens when I pull this handle. Uh-huh. Not exactly what I was hoping for. Let's have a look. It's a panel with 3 brass wheels. Okay, so this is the solution, right? The characters with some kind of water repellent. They are water, fire, and metal. Okay, so water, fire, and metal. I think something is happening. There we go. A short time later. I suppose I should thank you for saving my life, dear Rangier. But then again, I seem to remember you questioning my authority twice since your arrival. Perhaps you should be the one thankful you're still a free man. With all due respect, your majesty, inaction in the face of injustice is no freedom at all. What use is the mantle you've given me if I cannot perform my duty to maintain order? What do you know of order? Do you know how many times I've averted chaos from behind the cloak of obscurity? Our history is full of despicable rulers, callous men who cared for nothing but their own vanity. Do you really think I was the first person with power to ever wield a covered police force? Or that I was the first to use fear as a weapon? We all have choices to make. I've made mine, and I accept whatever consequences they may bring upon me. But do you accept responsibility for fostering the environment of hatred and secrecy that unleashed Han Sidon? You had a hand in creating the monster that he became. The path of fear and intimidation you speak of leads only to death and revolt. And what would you have me do? Sit idly while countless snakes encircle me, waiting for the chance to strike? I am but a lowly servant in a vast imperial court. I do not presume to have all the solutions. But I do know this. If we cannot hold firm to our beliefs in times of adversity, then what meaning is there in holding them at all? I trust your majesty will do the right thing. My only wish now is to bring this case to an end. I need to hear the truth from you. Very well. I will keep my promise. You have my attention. Okay, so let's go through all the dialogue, I guess. It was you who formed the Silk Rose's assassins, why did you do it? My husband Gao Zhang was becoming weaker with each passing day. He was deteriorating both mentally and physically. Unless I took charge, others would have stolen away what was rightfully mine. I couldn't let that happen. Whether anyone believes it or not, the throne was my destiny. So I formed the Silk Roses in order to control my own fate. Those women were like sisters to me. I chose them because they were loyal, beautiful, deadly. Today, one last member joins our rank. By doing so, she swears to live by a code of sacrifice, solidarity, and sisterhood. You represent my clearest eyes, my sharpest ears, and my swiftest hands. You may operate in the shadows, but your impact will be felt for generations to come. For far too long, our voices have been trampled, but now we will be heard. May you be as fluid and enthralling as the purest of silks, as exquisite and fiery as the reddest of roses, And when the time comes, may the silk run red. Sacrifice, solidarity, and sisterhood. They were like family to me. You could never understand. Sun Ying was the first Silk Rose, wasn't she? Did you order her suicide? Sun Ying was the first and the best, but that wasn't what made her special. She was unique because she believed in me more than anyone ever did. Sometimes I think she believed in me more than I believed in myself. The assassination of Ambassador Choi was never meant to be her last mission, but she insisted that it was the only way. She planned all of it, the setup, the timing, the ending. She even planned your involvement. My involvement? She had done her research, a young, newly appointed magistrate, eager and inexperienced. You were the perfect investigator for the case. But I suppose she underestimated you. I suppose we all did. What do you know about Han Si-dong? Not nearly enough, apparently. When I first met Sun Ying, she told me about a boy from her childhood. He adored her, followed her everywhere. That boy was weak. He was no match for her strength and intelligence. He was a setback waiting to happen. That's why you asked her to cast him aside. I asked her to rid herself of things that could endanger the cause. I never imagined he was capable of such destruction. Why use women's script to communicate? I had heard rumors of secret language passed on from mother to daughter many years ago, but at the time I did not understand its power. I had lived a privileged life, but then I imagined a world in which I was forbidden to learn how to read or write. If I was to succeed, it only seemed fitting that I use women's script to vanquish the naysayers. After all, my sisters are all my allies. Thank you, Your Majesty. You spoke when you could have stayed silent. And you, dear Rangier? Will you repeat the story of the Silk Roses? Will you tell of my past misdeeds? Han Si-dong's final wishes were for me to tell his story to the world. But his is a story of fear and loathing. What are you saying? You were right about one thing, Your Majesty. You were not the only nor will you be the last ruler to justify the use of extreme measures. But one thing now sets you apart. These 4 dead women will forever claim a piece of your conscience, and I believe you will honor their sacrifice. For that reason, I will not speak of the Silk Roses beyond these walls. The people deserve better. They deserve hope. The rest, Your Majesty, is up to you. What? Come on, he saved you! What are you doing? Let him pass. Magistrate D has work to do. The Justice Department needs him. Okay, alright. I wonder if we could get killed here if we made other choices. Achievement unlocked, the Dragon Seal. That night, by the Dream Pagoda. Back here again, but it feels different this time. Something's changed. I will miss you, dear Rangier. Is this a farewell? For a little while. But tell me, you solved the case, yet your heart still does not rest. Why? How can I rest when I know I could have done more? Han Si-dong was right. From the very beginning I was fooled into believing that I knew my mission and those I could trust. But the truth eluded me. I believed that it was the Empress who needed saving. But it was Sun Ying who haunted me all along. It was I who needed redemption for my failure in Penglai, my failure to prevent her death. Had I done so, Han Si-dong would have never turned into a killer, and perhaps the other roses would have been spared. Greatness cannot be untangled from responsibility and guilt, for not all those in need of saving can be rescued. But where does it all lead? Take the first step and the second will follow, and so on and so forth. In time, you will find your path to glory. Rise now to the peak. She's waiting. Thank you, friend. Alright. Rise to the peak. Who is waiting? There she is. But who is she? Is she Sun Ying? What? It's Sun Ying. I want you to know what I tried my best to save you and the others. Perhaps, to some degree, we all have blood on our hands. That's something I will have to live with for the rest of my life. But I've come to accept that some of us aren't meant to find peace. Some of us must stand alone, on guard, ready for the next wrong to be made right, ready to shoulder the heaviest of burdens. That is my responsibility, my duty. I understand that now, and I intend to bear it with all my power. May you rest in peace, Sun Ying. Alright guys, it seems like we have reached the finale. Detective D, the Silk Rose Murders. Case closed. Well, alright, time for a little review. I think this is a very well made game. It has its flaws for sure, but I want to emphasize first and foremost that I think that it's written quite well. Not perfectly, because there are some flaws and plot holes in the story, and things could have been done differently a little bit. But I still think that it was a really captivating story about a real hero that that is approachable, cool, smart, and therefore just a great protagonist to follow. And also I want to emphasize that the sprite work, the graphics, of course in a point and click that is pixel art, you can't expect too much. But things are done very well here. The art is not exceptional, but very well done. I really like that. But the thing that I liked the most about this game was actually the music. Music is, I don't want to say top-notch, but very well done. It is nice background music that fits the atmosphere and also just keeps you in an aura of suspense, and I really like that. Also the story overall was actually quite well written. And now we also come to a little bit to the flaws of this game, because I think that the whole mechanic of collecting the clues and then the reenactments could have been done in another way, in a more engaging way actually, and that is a little bit of a downside if you ask me. Another thing that I'm actually missing is the fact that you can that you can press space and go for hotspots. That is also something that I'm actually missing. But would I recommend you buying this game? I think I actually would, guys. If you find this game on sale, like I did, for example, I bought this for €1.50 or something. It was really cheap, and I don't regret it. So it would be really nice if you could support the developers and just buy this game. But I guess this is it for Detective D and the Silk Rose Murders. Thanks so much for watching. If you like what I do, please consider liking and subscribing. And also, just having watched all of this, thank you so much for that. I do also have other projects that you might like. Just check out my channel, and I hopefully see you on my next Let's Play. See you soon.